April 10, 2026. A 19-year-old clears security at Helsinki-Vantaa airport heading for Japan. Finnish police stop him at the gate. In his bags, 2 hard drives, 4 terabytes of whatever he didn't want anyone to find. He was 19 years old, and he had allegedly just demanded $8 million from a company whose name no one has officially confirmed. This is the story of Peter Stokes and the group that made him. Peter Stokes grew up in Chicago. By the time most teenagers are worrying about exams, he had allegedly already taken part in attacks against major companies. He hadn't reached adulthood yet. He was, according to investigators, already deep inside corporate networks. Stokes held dual citizenship, American and Estonian. That detail, easy to overlook on a resume, becomes the axis around which the entire extradition fight now turns. He had options. He used them. Scattered Spider didn't write exploits. They didn't burn 0 days. Their weapon was a voice and a script. They called corporate help desks, posed as employees, and talked their way past security controls that cost companies millions to build. The phone was the vulnerability. These weren't professional espionage crews operating out of government buildings. Investigations reveal a milieu of young people connected to gaming communities, Discord servers, and forums where reputation could be quickly converted into criminal earnings. Clout was currency, and some of them were still in high school. In that world, your real name meant nothing. What mattered was your handle. Investigators say Peter Stokes operated under the alias Bouquet, a soft name for someone allegedly causing very hard damage. March 2023. Stokes is 16 years old. Prosecutors allege he carries out his first corporate breach, an online communications platform. The method: Scattered Spider's signature move, talking their way past a help desk. The platform's defenses didn't fail, a human did. And it worked. According to prosecutors, the victim company paid a ransom of several $1 million. A company with hundreds of employees, a legal team, a security budget, and they paid a 16-year-old. That outcome would shape everything that came next. That first hit wasn't a fluke. Prosecutors allege at least 4 separate corporate attacks tied to Stokes, each one a different target, the same playbook. And each time the scale grew. Then came May 2025, the biggest target yet. An unnamed luxury goods retailer, the kind of company measured in billions, not millions. According to the indictment, Scattered Spider came for them next. The name stays redacted in the court documents, but the scale doesn't. The method was the same one Scattered Spider had used before. Someone picks up a phone. They call the company's help desk. Calm, confident, speaking the language of an internal employee. They claim they've been locked out. The help desk resets the credentials. Just like that, the door is open. Getting in was just the beginning. Once inside a work account, the attackers moved up. According to the indictment, they were able to escalate privileges to administrator level, giving them keys to the entire kingdom. Then came the exfiltration. The attackers claimed they had pulled 100 gigabytes of data off the company's systems. And then they made their demand, $8 million. Pay up or the data goes public. This wasn't a one-off. Investigators say the same fingerprint, the help desk call, the credential reset, the privilege escalation, had already been used against major organizations in hospitality, telecommunications, and retail. Scattered Spider had been running this playbook across industries for years. Back in December 2025, federal prosecutors in Chicago had already built their case. They filed it quietly and then sealed it. For months, nobody outside that office knew a teenager named Peter Stokes was already in the government's crosshairs. April 10, 2026. Stokes is at Helsinki-Vantaa airport, allegedly headed to Japan. Finnish police stop him. When they search his bags, they pull out 2 hard drives, 2 terabytes each. Whatever he was carrying, he wasn't traveling light. 18 days later, April 28th, the Chicago prosecutor's office unsealed the charges. The name Peter Stokes, the alias Bouquet, and 4 alleged corporate attacks were now public. The case that had been sitting in a drawer for months was finally on the record. Right now, Stokes is sitting in custody in Finland. The U.S. wants him back. The case is headed to the federal court for the Northern District of Illinois, but no hearing date has been set. Extradition moves slowly, especially when citizenship gets complicated. Stokes is one arrest. The FBI and the Department of Justice have been running a sustained campaign against Scattered Spider. Multiple members charged over 2 years. The Discord servers, the gaming forums, the milieu that turned teenage reputation into criminal money, it's still there. The group didn't stop when one name got unsealed.